What's up guys, my name is Brandon, you guys can call me Swifterrs, and welcome back to a brand new Fortnite video here on my channel. Today I am so excited to be bringing you guys 5 ways that you guys can spot a noob in Fortnite Battle Royale. Now Fortnite is one of the most popular games out there right now, and because of that, new people are playing Fortnite every single day. So in today's video, I'm going to be letting you guys know 5 distinct ways that you guys are easily going to be able to spot these noobs whenever you're playing the game. Now in yesterday's video, I said that if we were able to smash out 2,500 likes within 24 hours on that video, I would be giving away 2,500 V-Bucks in today's video, and it looks like you guys did exactly that. We were able to smash out over 2,500 likes, so I really do appreciate it. And if you guys haven't already noticed, down in the comment section below, as the top or the pinned comment, I'm actually giving away 5,000 V-Bucks. 2,500 V-Bucks for the PlayStation 4 and 2,500 V-Bucks for the Xbox. So if you guys were lucky enough to be one of the first people to this video and you guys saw those comments, you logged into either your PlayStation or your Xbox One and you redeemed those codes, congratulations. You guys now have 2,500 more V-Bucks. Now for those of you who missed out on that opportunity, don't worry, I'm definitely going to be giving away more V-Bucks in the near future, so make sure that you guys turn on those notifications, because I may just put another pinned comment in an upcoming video containing either a PlayStation or an Xbox code. So again, be sure to drop a like down below on this video. Be sure to comment as well what console you guys want the code on to get those V-Bucks, and be sure to turn on those notifications. So guys, I really do apologize for that long and lengthy intro, but with all of that being said, let's get started with today's video, taking a look at 5 ways to spot a noob in Fortnite Battle Royale. Alright guys, now I do want you all to keep in mind that with all of the things that I'm going to be going over in today's video, if you guys happen to do some of these things, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're a noob. Hey, I've been guilty of doing some of these things, but what it does maybe mean is some of the players that you guys are playing with may actually perceive you guys as a noob. So to start this list off, the very first thing that is a dead giveaway that allows you guys to spot a noob is their character outfit or their character skin. 98% of the time when you guys encounter someone rocking the default or the no skin, they are going to be a noob. They're not going to be very good at the game. Now don't get me wrong, there are definitely some times when you come across a player using the default skin that they're actually a pretty good player. I've definitely been guilty of taking off all of my custom items, whether it's my pickaxe, glider, and back bling, and just putting on the default skin just to trick or mess players that I'm playing with and having them think that I'm a noob when I'm actually not a noob at all. But for the majority of the time, whenever someone is rocking the default or the no skin, that most likely means that they are a noob. Now by no means does spending real money in Fortnite constitute a good player. If you don't happen to have the funds to purchase V-Bucks to get character skins, that is completely 110% okay, and I'm not bashing you for not being able to afford something within a free game. That is okay. But from my personal experience, if you're someone who's dedicated to playing Fortnite and you're pretty good at the game and you're trying to improve, you're trying to get better, you play the game a lot, that more so indicates that you're willing to put time, effort, and money into the game. So that's why whenever you see someone rocking the default skin, it's most likely because they're not 110% committed to actually playing Fortnite and they're not willing to actually spend real hard-earned money into the game. But of course, you guys are more than welcome to disagree with me. I know for a fact that there are definitely some good Fortnite players using the default or the no skin, but as I said, 98% of the time you guys run into someone using this skin, they're most likely going to be a noob Fortnite player. Now the next easy way that you guys can definitely spot a noob within Fortnite Battle Royale is if you ever come into a gunfight with them or you happen to catch them by surprise and they don't build anything. Building walls, building ramps, and really just building structures is such a fundamental aspect to Fortnite, and if you ever encounter someone that doesn't build anything when you shoot at them, 9 times out of 10 they are definitely a noob player. Now don't get me wrong, there are definitely some people that have a little bit of difficulty when it comes to building, and it honestly does take a little bit of time and practice to become a pro or a fast builder. At the same time, it really shouldn't take all that much effort to whip up a couple of walls here and there, and I know from personal experience that whenever I encounter someone who doesn't build anything once I shoot at them, I know that they are definitely a noob player, and the majority of the time, I always like to mess with them. Sometimes I like to get as close as I can to them and build around them just to mess with their heads a little bit, but overall, if you shoot at someone and they don't build anything, they're most definitely a noob player. Now, another easy way to clearly spot a noob is something that's actually pretty overlooked, and that is the sound of their weapon. If you ever get into a gunfight with someone and they're at medium to long range and they start to shoot at you with a silent submachine gun or attack submachine gun, or even I've been in circumstances where they shoot at you with a shotgun, you know that that player really isn't all that smart when it comes to what weapons to use in a particular situation. So whenever you guys find yourself in a situation where you're fighting against an enemy, be sure to pay close attention to the sound of their weapon, because it could definitely give you a pretty clear indication as to the skill level of that player. As I said, if you're in a medium to long range gunfight with an enemy or a squad of enemies and they're using submachine guns, you most likely know that that player may not have a very high IQ when it comes to what weapons to use in what particular gunfight, because obviously the bloom and the hit detection of a submachine gun from medium to long range is very poor. So I've definitely been in circumstances when I'm fighting with an enemy and they're at a long range and they're trying to shoot me with something like a tac sub or even a shotgun, or if I'm in close range combat with someone, they're trying to get me with a hunting rifle or a sniper rifle. Just be very aware of the weapon that your enemy is using and pay close attention to the sound of it, because with that, you guys are easily going to be able to spot which player is a noob. Now, the next quick and easy way to spot a noob within Fortnite Battle Royale is if they are using a bush. Whether they actually have a bush on their character or they're hiding in a bush, it doesn't matter. If you use a bush or you hide in a bush within Fortnite Battle Royale, 9 times out of 10, you are definitely a noob. Now, camping in bushes used to be a huge thing back when Fortnite Battle Royale first came out, and even some of the most skilled players used to do it. However, a lot of them obviously don't do that anymore, because when Fortnite first came out, obviously the overall end goal of the game was to get first place, and people did all sorts of things, including hiding in bushes just to be the last one alive, and the developers definitely saw that, which is why they actually put a bush item into the game that allowed players to actually turn into a bush. Nowadays, people really don't camp in bushes all that much, because instead of just trying to win, they also try to get crazy clips. They try to go for high kill games. So there's definitely been sort of a switch in how people play Fortnite, I would say, since the game first came out. So obviously there really aren't that many people camping in bushes or using the bush item, and if you ever come into contact with someone hiding in a bush or being a bush, the majority of the time they are definitely a noob. Now, the fifth and final way that you guys can easily spot a noob within Fortnite Battle Royale that I wanted to include into today's video is if they break a tree. Now, what I mean by that is there are specific trees around the map, including the giant trees that you guys can actually see in the gameplay right now, the giant moss trees, the giant oak trees. You guys know that if you fully break a tree, the leaves fall everywhere, and players can actually see those leaves from a pretty far distance away. So if you're ever running over the hills and you happen to see a tree break from just beyond the hills, 9 times out of 10, the majority of the players that break those trees are bad players, because they're really just not aware of their surroundings, and people are always on the lookout for other players breaking trees, because it is a dead giveaway of your position, it's a dead giveaway of your location, and the majority of the time, the player that breaks the tree really isn't all that good, just because they're not really aware of all of their surroundings. surroundings. Now, don't get me wrong, I have definitely broken my fair share of big trees, and I'm not bashing anyone that does it because, as I said, I do it a lot, but the only reason why I do it is because if I'm ever playing a game of Fortnite and I start to get a little bored, the game appears to be going a little bit slow and I'm really not experiencing that much action. Sometimes I like to break trees in hopes that an enemy sees the tree break and comes and fights me just so I can get a little bit more action in the game and just to have a little bit more fun. But of course, the majority of the time you guys do see someone break a tree, they're most likely a bad or a noob player. So guys, that's going to be it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to drop a like down below, subscribe if you're new. As I said earlier, make sure to turn on those notifications because I may just be doing another V-Buck giveaway in an upcoming video. Regardless, that's going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be sure to catch you guys later.